and Satan had her face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them, then I quit.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A first down throw for Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A good pickup there, a 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. A shotgun snap for Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Love, escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw is Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again with Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Love. He's got the hook up to Lee. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Well, they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd down. That's right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They are going for it. It's Locke. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins Getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? You have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Winston. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now Luck. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, he shifts past him, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he rifles one incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackled by Jordan Willis. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Love. It's complete to Grant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm. And
smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd down, Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
First down, Winston. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense. Luck on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it. Now Love. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Love. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. And the kick by Butker is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe. Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They've had a very solid 1st half, and as we near the end of that 1st half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now. And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next? The adjustment to the adjustment? Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how
how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to loft one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And some room to roam now. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lott. Throw left side complete. That's right. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
12. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Lott. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Winston. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The return man is Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's be right. Reggie. 11. 11Z.
Out of the gun, Luck. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down. That's right. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Play action. It's Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Now a first down throw. Luck throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. Now a toss coming right side. It's right. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And Winston lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Ebron's got it. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, here's Luck. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
11Z.
From the gun on third down, Love trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They give it off here to the tight end. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry here for the fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Love. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Go ahead. Hey, easy. 11Z.
Now it's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Ebron caught left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Butker now to kick this one away. And out now, here come the Bengals. First down, Winston. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And the Colts getting ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Robb. Throw left side, complete. It's Fitzgerald. There goes Larry Fitzgerald. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
For a guy who didn't throw a football for 500 days, Luck's looking pretty sharp here early in the year. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lux. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And Butker able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield, and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
A first down throw for Winston. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down, Winston. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. Butker now to kick this one away. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action now. Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Jameis to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jameis now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another